morning, cyber traders. Happy Wednesday, right? What's today's date? Jesus Christ, I'm lost. It's Thursday, right? Yeah, my God. Man, the week's been going so fast. So, my God, we're already at the weekend. I just feel like we just got back of the beginning of Easter. Anyway, nice little move we got going on with PLTR. I don't know if you guys heard the news. They did some type of partnership with Oracle here. Nice little 8 o'clock run. Look at how fast that thing is moving up pretty nicely. Everyone remembers PLTR. We've traded this stock so many times. Everybody remember back in February, it ran from 16 all the way to $25. We're going to check a little bit more onto that. We're going to check the orders. I'm going to show you the iceberg orders. But before we do that, let's talk about what happened the last 2 days. Pot stocks. They were phenomenal yesterday. We did a phase 3 yesterday. And I want to bring up the CGC. So this stock was a unbelievable run at 2 o'clock. And then we were trading it going into the close. And just literally about the last 30 minutes, we had a nice little run on that stock right there. CGC, you could see it here. I think there's some news came out with President Biden and Vice President Harris said something about doing something with pot stocks. Hey, I know they even talked about it. He talked about it on his Year of the Nation when he was talking into Congress about it. But this stock, obviously, regardless, we talked about it yesterday, regardless about the news, and you're with pots, against pots, Republican, Democrat, it doesn't matter. You know what party you are when you're in our room? You're the trader party. And the party is the thing's moving. And the thing, and if you didn't, if you took it personal, you missed out on the stock. But anyway, what a great runner-up. Look at the stock. Literally ran from like $8.80 all the way up to about $10, and it shot up all the way to $11.20. I did do a video on it, so if you got a chance to go out and watch it, it's on the YouTube channel. We'll post a link on it. I did a nice, pretty cool video on it because not only was it this one that did a nice move, it was other ones too. It was ACB that made a nice move. Look at ACB, $4 to $8. Great swing trade. SNDL, that one also. This stock ran from $1.30 up to $2.60. I mean, they almost all went up about 100%. I mean, almost all of them. And then a blast from the past. Everyone remembers MIMCO, another cannabis stock. This thing ran from 25 cents to $1.20. I mean, this thing ran almost like 400%. And it ran at the close yesterday at 80 cents to $1.30. So there were a ton of pot stocks that were moving. Today, not so much. Today, I'm not too crazy about it. Today, I think we're going to be focused a little bit more on some brand name stocks. Market is up about 200 points. We did take a big hit lately on the Dow. We did come back a little bit. We're up about, remember, it's big support levels right around here, around 39,000. So there are a couple of good things that are moving. Amazon's moving, breaking all-time highs. We got a nice little swing trade on that one. Lilly came back. It's almost at the highs. Home Depot took a huge hit. It was a good buy there. NVIDIA's kind of holding here pretty strong. There are a lot of good stocks out there. I know we talked about Bitcoin too. Some of you brought it up. Bitcoin's up not that much. It was like at $500. But Coinbase is doing pretty well too. So there are a lot of good little stocks in there. There are a couple of more too we're going to check out. There were other ones that also did pretty well too. There was another market, which I'm going to do a video on this too. Metal stocks. Metal stocks are moving. And listen, we were watching gold for a little while. Okay. Gold is up. It's down a little bit, but it broke 2,300. It leaves all-time highs on that stock. And we know what happens. Remember we talked about in class. When you break through the ceiling, guess what? You go to the next ceiling. You break through that ceiling. Maybe you get close to the roof. When you bust through the roof, what's after that? There's nothing left. And that's how you get like what happened with NVIDIA. Remember the video? You broke through the roof here at 500 and like, okay, where's the resistance? There was none. And boom, the thing shot up to almost 1,000. So in that short period of time. So anyway, there are a couple of good stocks that are moving. I want to keep an eye on the metals. You had FSM that's moving, very inexpensive stock. Posh, a little bit more on the volatile side. AG, I know there's SLV too. There was another one, right? SLV is another one that's moving. So a lot of the metals are moving. We put, there's SLV. So a couple of the metal stocks are moving. They're not moving right now. I think they may be taking a little bit of a break right now. but we'll check it out. There's the link on YouTube. So if everybody wants to watch the one I did on the cannabis, let me post it up here for you too in on social media for all of you guys who want to click on that link and you want to go back and watch it later. Just make sure that when you're watching the show and you're on social media, please give us a thumbs up, ring the bell, and subscribe to the channel. It's not going to help me. It's going to help you because you got to learn before you can earn. Let's go talk about some stocks that are moving this morning. So I am all over this PLTR. So PLTR, since we started this morning, we talked about it. It was about 9 o'clock. The stock was hovering about 23.70. Guess what? It just ran about 25 cents. Thing looks pretty strong. I mean, PLTR, I want to bring up a little bit of an iceberg order here. You could see that there is a seller here at 24 for about 21,000 shares. Let me change the slide here and let me share my book viewer too. There we go. We'll bring this down here and let's bring up that one. PLTR, bring that over here and PLTR. So you can watch it, can kind of share both screens. So you could see them right there, 19,000 shares right there at 26.48. You're not seeing the 24. Oh, I know why you're not seeing him. Duh, he just got executed. Somebody just bought it from him. Look at the green ball. Look at the volume bar. Right? So anyway, PLTR. And the market's not even open yet. Okay. For some of you that joined us for the first time, this is just pre-market. And some of you guys don't even know how to trade pre-market. And that's why you show up here at 9 o'clock. And that's why if you're new here to cyber trading, that's why you guys are here at 8 o'clock in the morning. And we start, right around that time because you could have jumped in at 22. I don't know about you. You probably should be done by now. But anyway, that one's doing pretty well. Let's look at some other stocks. There are a couple of cheap ones out here. TVGN, I saw this one too. See what I have over here. So there's a couple of big orders around here, around 510 that I'm seeing. TVGN. Yeah. So what do we got going over here? He's a 4,000 share seller. You see him here at 510. And I saw you here on level 4. You can see here with 9,000 and 5,000. So we're hovering right around there. So we got some big orders out there. And then you can see it's kind of holding that highs right there. Does everybody see that? See that iceberg? So listen, we got phase 3 today. I know we just posted the link. So if you're a student of ours, we're going to have, hopefully, so far, I'm kind of a little happy and excited going into this morning. So that's the biggest percentage gainer. It's up 92%. This one also, TCBP. Okay, we're getting a lot of orders that are showing up, holding it down too. TCBP. Yeah. See all the orders? We got 76,000 on the ask, 38,000 on the bid. We got a nice big order of 22,000 right around 310. So you can see it. That's why it's having a tough time there. I'm seeing on level 4. Listen, it's up big. You know what's going on my watch list. Remember, if you keep coming back, and some of you have been watching it for a while, sometimes we find these stocks and, you're like, Fausto, you weren't really a big fan of it in pre-market. But then all of a sudden I said, yeah, but you know what? We don't know what happens when program trading kicks in. Remember yesterday, for everyone else in phase 3, remember I showed you all that we started seeing that big ladder effect, not the ladder effect. We started seeing the layer cake starting to get built, all the stacking of orders. That's what we got to look for. Okay, here's another one that was up big and it just came back down. And the reason for that is because there was a lot of orders out there. Yeah, tons and tons of orders. Tons of orders on this one too. That makes sense why it's backing off on this one. I'll show you. Look at all the lines over here. See everything? Look at all the orders lined up over here. That's why it's having a tough time going higher. I don't know. It's up by 57%. It's cheap. I like the volume. I think but listen, it did trade up there. 5 o'clock in the morning though, maybe 350. HWH. I'm going to put it on the watch list. I'll put it on the watch list. Another one that's up pretty big here. 5.8 million shares, cheap stock, 26%. Great spread. But where's the money? Okay, so there was a big order on the bid that got filled at $1.90, and there's another big order here at $2.40. That's what I'm seeing right now on this one, ZCMD. All right, so we got, yeah, you see him right there for 23,000. That's why it's having a tough time. Well, a lot of these ones gapped up pretty big early, and then they kind of backed off. Got to put it because of the volume. This one too, 3 million shares. Looks like it's a pharmaceutical stock. Just started making some moves right now. CADL. Have any big iceberg orders out there? You have this 6,000 share seller at 219. That's that resistance levels right there. So he's still out there. But we've seen them get done. We've seen them get done. All right, I want to start getting a little more picky here because not as pretty as the other one, the PLTR losers. Nothing here with the losers. Okay, so Levi's is up pretty big today. So I obviously came out with earnings and it actually did pretty well. Wow, people buying Levi's? I guess they are. Look, stock's doing pretty well. So that's a pretty good move right there. LEVI. I haven't traded that in a while, but Levi's looks like it's moving. This one's not doing crap. PLTR, there it is. There's the pop on PLTR. We already know about that one. And there's another one, BlackBerry. I did point it out. I can't believe it's still around. I'm such a big fan of BlackBerry. It's still fighting to stay alive. And there was an ETF. This one's going up pretty well too. The stocks, SOXL. That one's also, I saw that one. And this one, oh, okay, interesting. Orders just got filled. See it right there? Big orders right there, 13,000. We got some big orders that are getting filled. So we're getting a little bit of a ladder. So that one's doing pretty well too. So I had that one early on my list too. So we got a pretty good list here. Got a good list. So I'm going to go out there. I'm going to put this list on our watch list. So if you make sure you subscribe to our X, if you're in our cyber group room, we're going to post it on the alert service. You see there's a mobile app there. So you get all alerts on your phone. And for everyone here in YouTube, we'll be back here at 2:30. If you want to come and join us on social media, all you got to do is see that little QR code on the top left-hand corner. Just scan your phone and we'll get you logged in. You can join us all day in the trading room. All right, guys. I'll see you back in about 15 minutes. Whoever, I'm not going to be here in the morning meeting. I'm going to be in class. So whoever's going to be in my class for phase 3 for lesson 3, I'll see you in there. You got Josh and Rich will take care of you in the cyber group room. For everybody else, trade safe.